everyone, I hope you're all okay. If you're new here, my name is Janet, or 3 Naturals by J, or as some people know me now, you can call me Janet or Jay, whichever one. I'll answer to both. If you've been here for a while, thank you for your support. If you're new, thank you, welcome. I hope you enjoy this video. This video will be a quick one. It's just a quick review on Healthy Hair Studio by Enitan. Her products, how amazing they've been, how I use them on myself and my 3 girls' hair. Just to give you a bit of a backstory, my oldest daughter is 13, long thick hair down to just above her hair. My middle daughter is 10 and has about waist length hair, and my last born, 3 coming up to 4, has about mid back length. We had to take a few inches off recently due to some health issues which affected her hair, but she's all good now, she's fine. So I won't take too much of your time, I'll get straight into it. So Enitan is a certified tricologist, has been on the scene for a very long time, has taken her time, years, to really formulate these products. Now what I love is that it hasn't been done on a whim. It's been done based on the needs of the hair structure, afro hair structure, on some of the complaints and struggles that have been experienced by afro textured ladies and her clients that she's been working with for years and years and years. And if you hop onto her Instagram and on her website, you'll see she has extremely healthy long hair. Her daughter as well, very healthy, beautiful long hair. And her son, he's not on a long hair journey, but he has beautiful, healthy hair too. So I think the first 2 products that were, I mean, if you go onto her website, she has other products as well. She has a protein treatment, a follicle treatment, and some beautiful, some gorgeous accessories, from the combs to the mixing bowls for when you want to mix a deep conditioner with the protein treatment, and some beautiful scrunchies, mulberry silk scrunchies, which are just stunning, and claw clips as well. So Mighty Moisture and Moisture Hold. So this acts as the moisturizer, the leave-in, and this acts as the sealant. And there's the latest release has been the Inches, which is a deep conditioner. I mean, just look at that tub, 600 mils, which is amazing, and a little goes a long way, especially when there's several heads in the house to treat and look after. This has been brilliant. This is my second tub, which only has a tiny amount left, and I am going to be ordering a few other tubs just to put aside, because there are 4 of us in the house with a lot of hair, long hair as well. So the first one is Mighty Moisture. It works nicely on all of our hair. For me, I like to use it as a styler. Brilliant. Either way, it's a staple in our hair care routine. Works beautifully. It's a leave-in moisturizer to supercharge smooth and flexible hair for extremely dry hair. So it works across all boards, no matter what your hair needs are. But for me, I prefer to use it as a styler. I love it. And I use it on a girl's hair as well. And the other one is the Moisture Hold. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. Again, a little goes a long way. Don't be too heavy-handed, otherwise it will be too oily. But a little goes a long way. Oh God, sneeze. No sneeze. So let me just open so you see the texture. I don't know if you can. Ooh. I'm not sure if you can see that, but I'll show it to you on the cover. So when I initially opened it, it looks like almost like a grease type without being too much in your face. It most certainly does not have all the gunk in your typical grease like Blue Magic, which is the most popular one. Definitely is not heavy and whatever like that one. It packs a punch. Like I said, a little goes a long way. This is the second tub I've bought from it. and I love it. A trick that she gave during one of her lives was if you take a bit of the Mighty Moisture, just a little bit, and mix it with the Moisture Hold. Use that, you can use that, rub it together and then apply it to the sections. Or the way I use it is, for example, if I've just done a braid out and I want to quickly just refreshen it, I'll do that and really smooth it through it. And then also to smooth down your edges, it's brilliant. And initially you think to yourself, but hang on, if you mix the leave-in and the sealant, will that seal properly? Will it do what it's supposed to do? I thought with LCO you're supposed to do liquid, cream and whatever first. Initially I got a bit confused by this, but when she then explained it, it makes total sense. It's all science, 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 which is why I love, love, love her stuff. Like I said, her items, her things were not formulated just out of a whim in it. It's science-based. A lot of thought, care and years of research has gone into this. So the way she explained it was, if you put oil in a cup of water and you mix it together, what happens? Where does the oil settle? It settles at the top, right? That's the exact same theory with this. Even though you mix the leave-in with the sealant, even once everything is fully absorbed, the Moisture Hold will still come to the surface to nicely wrap around the hair to protect that, you know, sealant, that how do you say, that armor around the hair. That's the word, she's the armor around the hair and the cuticle. And as you guys know, if your cuticle is intact and protected, the rest of the inside structure of the hair strands, the cortex, the medulla, is better protected. It gets what it needs, and then your cutie is nicely sealed and protected. Once your cuticle is damaged and starts wearing off, then the cortex and medulla is exposed to more things that it's not supposed to be exposed to, and the damage will go further into the hair strands. So that's my sciencey beat of the day. Now, inches. Honestly, I was blown by this. Initially when I bought it, I think the first use I was a bit confused. I was like, okay, I didn't quite get what I wanted. Then I messaged her and watching some of her lives. And it's important to take a bit and emulsify it in your hand. That emulsifying sort of gets it working. It's like it wakes up, and the active ingredients, they wake up like, hey, what's up? Okay, where do we need to go? Then really working into the section. And you have to do it section by section, take your time to work it in. What I love is when you apply it, it goes immediately, penetrates immediately into the strands. With some deep conditioners, you put them on and they still sit there. They don't actually go in to do what they're supposed to do. So they just sit there even after you've covered it with your treatment cap or whatever. You take it off and you still see the white residue there because it's still just sitting there. Whilst with inches conditioned, it's actually gone in. It's going in to do what it's supposed to do. It's been formulated to go inside the hair and do, you know, the way, what are those things called? I don't know what they're called, but the little tiny beads that, I don't know what they're called, the ones that, this was during one of my husband's Star Trek-y type thing. Are they nanobites or nano whatever? That tiny, they literally, it's like you inject them into something and they quickly go into work on what they're supposed to work into. This is the way I feel this operates. So we love it. It's definitely a staple and it works on all our hair, my 13-year-old, my 10-year-old, and my soon-to-be 4-year-old who is here. So if you see me looking in certain directions or waving my hand in a funny way, it's her. She's been really good trying to be quiet whilst I film this. Another thing I love about this is that if you're into Ayurvedic powders, which I'm very much into, if you're trying to mix your Ayurvedic powder into a gloss, this plays nicely if you're trying to mix it into a gloss. What I love is that when you mix it with your Ayurvedic mix into a gloss, when your Ayurvedic powder mix is not mixed properly, sometimes you can get that really drying effect. But once you know how to mix it properly, you're good. But that's a video for another time. So what I find is that if you mix it in with your Ayurvedic gloss, it's the way I described it to Enitan is that the inches works in a way where it looks for gaps in the hair structure where there's a possibility for the powder to dry out the hair, and it goes in there and it seals in those gaps so that when you wash it off, you get a nice, smooth, basically it's gotten, the hair has gotten what it needs from the Ayurvedic treatment and also from Inch's condition. I hope that makes sense. If it doesn't, just drop a comment below and I'll try and explain it further. But the Ayurvedic, whatever, that's for another time. So basically what I'm saying is that she plays nicely if you're into Ayurvedic powders as well. So we love, love, love. And another thing is, Enitan has kindly given me a code so you guys can go and purchase a discount code. So I'll put that down below. Honestly, once you try it, you won't go back. And I never do reviews on products if I don't feel they are really good and they pack a punch. And I always say quality, 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 quality over quantity. And all these 3 products that I've mentioned to you, definitely amazing quality. I mean, you can't go wrong. It was put together by a Tricologist. I mean, what more do you want? And also, I know she takes clients at her hair studio, which is currently at her house, but opening this spring, she will have a site whereby you can book and go in for your Ayurvedic treatment and various other tricologically based assessment. And you know, and what I love is that she's made it clear, and I think this is something that should be made clear. Don't use it as a, oh my god, every 2 weeks, every 3 weeks I'm going to book in to go and get my hair done. She's enforcing the rule of you book in every 5 weeks. That way it forces you to get to know your hair and really understand it. Because if the pandemic has taught us anything, you need to be able to look after your own hair without relying on hair care specialists or the salon or hairdresser, whatever you want to call them. I'm not saying they don't have, you know, their place, they're not doing their things, but the thing is, you also need to be aware of how to look after your hair, especially also when you have kids as well. You want to be their #1 hairdresser, their #1 stylist, their #1 everything where the hair is concerned. And don't get me wrong, yes, every now and then you're allowed to go and drop them off at the, you know, hair care specialist so they can, you know, so you get that break. But the thing is, at least you will know how good someone is because you would have researched them. You know why certain things are supposed to be used, why certain practices are supposed to be done. So I won't ramble on anymore. Definitely hop onto Healthy Hair Studio's website, use my code to get a discount, and please, 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 of course, share your thoughts with Enitan and let me know how you're getting on with it. If you have any issues with the product, she's always very quick to respond. She will tell you maybe you're using it in the wrong way or maybe try it a different way. But honestly, I'm telling you, once you get these items, you will not look back. And another thing I love is if you get the gift box, it comes in this. I mean, how beautiful is this? This is not the original size that came in this. It was a slightly smaller tub, and this is a new tub that I bought. But it comes in this, which means you can also gift it as to a friend. Thank you, darling. You can also gift it. So if you are stuck for gifts for, you know, that special person, but if you know they're really into hair stuff, I mean, come on now. There you go. So anyway, thank you guys for listening to me, and I hope you come back soon again. I'll try to be as consistent as possible. Right now I'm aiming for the week. So thank you very much and see you soon. Take care.